Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry. This is a very big house. I've been cleaning this house. Actually, I was talking to my customer when I got here, and the carpet is 15 years old. House is 15 years old. And she's a 14-year-old dog. And he's had lots of accidents on the carpet, particularly in the living room upstairs, which I've already dealt with. And I deal with every time I come here. There's actually 3 levels in this house. As I say, it's a big job. 2 flights of steps. It's over $1,000 job. She initially had it cleaned, steam cleaned 2 or 3 times, and she discovered, as many do, that it looked good when it was cleaned, and then quite rapidly the carpet would resoil, and it would just wouldn't look very good. And then she had it, I think, done 2 or 3 times, and then she discovered Oxy-Dry, and I've been cleaning this carpet for over 10 years. So, of course, using the SETT method, soil extraction transfer technology, and of course, other than the fact that there are some spills and stains and things like that, this carpet doesn't really get very soiled looking at all, because, well, it just doesn't happen with the SETT methodology when you're doing it correctly. And you can clean a carpet with this method all you want, and you don't have to once in a while come in and flush it out, as some would say. That just isn't necessary. That's one of the myths that we have to push back against, those of us who use this method. But anyway, so I've done as I say, there's actually 3 levels to this house. Upstairs are the bedrooms, and a hallway, 3 bedrooms, hallway, walk-in closet, and then a set of stairs, and then upstairs, right above me, there's quite a big living room and a dining room, and then a family room in the back, and an office as well, and then this basement area, and 2 sets of stairs. And it took me, when I started, she asked me how long it would take me, and well, I said that the vacuuming alone is going to take me about an hour, which is exactly right. It took me about an hour to vacuum the whole place. So anyway, we'll continue on here. And of course, here I am cleaning with the official RotoSETT machine. Roto meaning rotary, soil extraction transfer technology. And this is the Centaur machine. Made in Canada, very high quality machine. It's the best high quality floor machine made specifically for cleaning all types of hard floors, including carpet, and it has many different attachments that you can, and features that it has, such as, for one, it has the splash guard that is actually not attached right now, that can drop down and float on the floor, which is very handy. It's actually they call it a 19-inch machine, but it also, you can downsize it by taking up the splash guard, and then you can run this. It actually has an optional 13-inch pad driver, although I'm actually running with a 15-inch pad driver right now, and I can run all the way up to I guess an 18 or a 19-inch pad driver if I want. And of course, it is a 2-speed, and it's at the low speed right now, which is 200 RPM. It's a direct drive motor, very high torque, very high quality. The way they make these machines, they actually you go on there's a few videos they put out where they explain what they do to make this such a good machine. And one thing is, when they get the motors from the manufacturer, has been making them for about 30 years for them. They open up the motor, they epoxy coat the windings, and balance the motor, and it makes for a very, very smooth running machine. And just everything about it is high quality, solid cast aluminum frame, that is. Powder coated. Handle release is right at the top of the handle, right there. And of course you can see it has a molded motor cap. It's capable of cleaning well over 4,000 square feet an hour, and I've shown that in videos recently. So if you're looking for a machine that will really produce square feet, and yet will also break down to a small size like this, and I've shown videos recently cleaning in very crampy bedrooms with this machine and how nimble and versatile it is. And I did decide that this was going to be the official machine I would recommend for the SETT methodology. You can use any rotary you like. Any rotary will work. Some are better than others. You can use any OP you want. Some are better than others. Some have features you like a certain way, and others are, you know, maybe you have a wheels up or wheels down, whichever. All these machines work. But this is the machine that I'm going to officially say is the machine that I recommend the highest, as it were. Canadian made, which is pretty cool. They've been around for a very long time. And I found out recently, somebody told me and shared with me that Centaur is actually watching these videos. So if they're watching right now, well, I'm glad to hear that, and thank you for the endorsement. Appreciate that. And we're gonna have to talk a little bit about how how do I say this now? You guys need to put the big wheels on, make it an option. And I've shown a video where how easily it can be done, and put 10-inch wheels on this machine, and that makes it very easy for going up and down steps, because otherwise you'd have to pick up the machine up and carry it, and it's basically about 100 pounds. That's a lot of weight. So having an optional big wheel kit that can be retrofitted on machines that people have had for years as well, of course. And then anyway, I'll talk to the guys at Centaur and say, hey, you know, why not make it available as an option? That would be a great thing. A light would be good too as an option for when you're doing in a lot of rooms that we get into in homes particularly, or even in hallways of condo buildings. The lighting is often not that great, so putting a light on is a great addition as well. So anyway, this carpet is actually cleans very easily, because I have been cleaning it every year. And I'm just going over the traffic areas, by the way, because you're wondering why am I not going right up to the edge. I will do that when I put the extraction pad on. But I'm just running over the traffic areas with the Oxy-Dry fiber pad, which, from the point of view of the soil level, this wouldn't be necessary, but I did notice that I was picking up quite a bit of this is a carpet that holds a lot of dust, and so it's of benefit to run the fiber pad on it, because it will pick and pull dust out of the carpet fiber that kind of gets jammed in there, that even the vacuum can't quite pull. The fiber pad will work very well at doing that. So that's why I decided I'd run the hog's-hair fiber pad over this carpet, which does not have any visible soiling, really. Just the occasional spot or stain because of the doggy, 14-year-old doggy. He has accidents. He has upchucks sometimes, as well as he pee-pees on the carpet sometimes, and poos too sometimes. So anyway, she was concerned about that, and I have increased the stabilized ClO2 in my mix to address that. I'm running at 3,000 ppm, and that just to make sure I'm getting maximum disinfecting on the carpet, because this stabilized ClO2 is a soft surface sanitizer. It's also a very effective deodorizer. It removes odor without adding a smell. It kills all germs, bacteria, and viruses on contact on the carpet fiber. And it also removes, in most cases, it will remove any yellow discoloration from urine staining or feces or stomach bile, as long as it hasn't burned the carpet fiber. I'm running at 200 RPM, by the way. Usually what I do when I'm just doing the scrub step, but not all of it. Sometimes I go full bore. Okay, we're going to go back to where I began, and then we'll switch over to the Ironman pad and do our extraction step. Okay, let's go all the way back. Yeah, there's a fair amount of hair. The dog has actually got off-white hair, so that's not his hair. Carpet's almost dry already. Oh my goodness, yes. And I was feeding down. I was actually concerned I was getting it too wet, but no. It's drying very fast. So I will be adding a solution from the tank with this pad as well, because I already felt the carpet, and it's almost dry, so it is a very fast drying day today. So now the way this is working is I normally pull the valve on when I'm moving the machine to the right, because a little bit of splatter will come out on the right side, because it feeds down just to the left of the wheel there actually. So a good idea to go toward that splatter and go over it. So I'll pull it on and then let it off. seems to work the best. Now there was a big black mark right in front of me here, and that's already gone. My customer here was telling me how much she likes the way this works, because it works so well. The carpet, and when I'm done, she says it smells nice and fresh and it stays clean. It is pretty packed down in the traffic areas, actually, this carpet. It's actually, and the upstairs is a little bit different carpet, and it's a softer carpet, and actually it's in pretty good shape considering, but it is definitely showing the wear. Yeah, now it's just a little bit damp. I mean, ideally, I want the carpet ideally to be feeling damp for about 20 minutes. That's kind of my goal. Back when I was using ozone, I used to have an ozone injection system on my machines. I was wanting to, my goal was always have the carpet damp for at least 20 minutes, because that was the window of maximum performance of the ozone in the water. After about 20 minutes, it starts to come back out of the water. I don't think that applies to the way the ClO2 works, because it's active in the water as long as there's moisture present, and then when it dries, then it reverts back to its basic elements. But ideally, you want to have a carpet feel damp to the touch for at least 20 minutes. If you're dry within 5 or 10 minutes, you're probably too dry. Well, you are too dry. And you can do that. You can definitely have a carpet dry that fast. But that's not ideal. Of course, you don't want a carpet to take 2 hours or more to dry either. That's getting into the probably too wet category. That's where you can run into wicking, even with the low moisture method. And ideally, you want to be able to have the carpet be dry enough that within 30 minutes of you actually cleaning the carpet, you can run the vacuum over, and you won't have any moisture present in the vacuum brush roll or anything. Maybe a very slight amount of moisture, but virtually nothing. That's really the goal you're after, as far as getting the right balance of how wet you get the carpet. I remember in the past, I remember there's been times when I got a carpet so wet that I actually had moisture, visible moisture in the bag. The bag would get wet, and I realized, yeah, that's not good. And it took me a while to get the hang of it. And that's the key about using the shower feed, is there is it's not just a pull the valve and go thing. You have to really be paying very close attention to what you're doing and how much is getting applied, and there is a balance that you're after. and it does take, and I've said it before, ad nauseum, whatever, probably too many times. Yeah, there's a, it takes a little bit of practice to get the hang of it, but once you get the hang of it, then you realize this is very, very simple, and that's the beauty of it. Now there are machines that have a spray system, such as the Vibe and the Trinity machines, the wheels down ones anyway, there's even a couple of rotaries out there. I think Johnny Link makes one, or they did, I'm not sure if they still do, that have a spray system, and there are probably other machines as well, but I did some experimenting with a rotary, and I put a spray system on, and I tried it out a little bit, and I just found it to be awkward to get the balance just right, of applying, hitting that switch, turning it off, getting that spray just to hit the carpet just right, and it doesn't matter for most residential, but for commercial, the big wide open areas, getting the application very even is really actually very important, because those are the situations where you can end up with a blotchy appearance by applying, if you apply the solution in a uneven manner. I posted a video on the set page by Rick Galenas, and he talked about this particular problem with shower feeding using a brush, and he was very right. And I mentioned that he's right about this, that it was very difficult. He found it back before they came up with the fiber pads and everything, but he was saying how when they were shower feeding, because that's how he was cleaning a lot of commercial carpets using rotary machines, but he said one of the problems they ran into was that with the shower feeding through a brush, it was very difficult to get an even application of the moisture of the cleaning solution onto the carpet, because it just the way it sort of dumps through the brush so abruptly, which is true. And that's where the either shower feeding through a pad or through a fiber pad works a lot better, because you get a sort of a more controlled application of the moisture. It doesn't just simply dump onto the carpet. It goes into the pad and then is applied through the pad onto the carpet, and you're getting a more even application. So that's one of the things that, and when you're using shower feeding, that's what you're after, is you're trying to be very even with your application. I just recently posted a video of a commercial job that I had done, and it was just a few minutes, just a few videos back, where I showed how I'd done the job about a month previous, and I was in the building and I was walking down the hall, and I was pointing out how even everything looked. And I had done that with this machine, or the commercial version of it. This is actually the residential one. But the point was how important it is to get the solution to apply in a really even manner when you're shower feeding, and that takes some thinking, and it takes some skill, and as you get more and more experienced, and you get more skillful at it, and then but once you get the hang of it, you've got something that is so simple, because all you have is one moving part right there. That's it. All you have is that little valve in the bottom of the tank, and you're controlling when that moisture goes down, and you're making sure as you're moving the machine, you're watching the carpet, you're ensuring that you're getting a nice even application, keeping that pad just damp enough to clean but not over wetting it, and you're watching the carpet and you're seeing the results, and it really keeps you on your toes. And that's one of the reasons I like it. It keeps you really engaged mentally. And then as you move the machine, of course, there's a certain degree of skill involved in getting the rotary to maneuver on the floor the way you want it to, and making sure that you're getting even passes. It all just works together and makes this, I think, in my experience anyway, I think this is enjoyable. And I do prefer this over using, like, if I was doing a commercial job, I now really prefer the rotary over like my Vibe or whatever. It just, there's many reasons why I like it, but anyway. So the rotary, and in particular the Centaur Rabbit, which is what this one is, I think is the best choice. And the Centaur is the official RotoSETT machine. Any machine will work, but in my opinion this is the best value, the best, most versatile, greatest quality, and overall just the best machine for this purpose. Any machine will work, but this one is the one that I would say is a better choice. Okay, we're going to take a look at the pad. It's not that bad. Not clean, but it's not that bad. Okay. All right, so I'll let you go. So thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.